Hello everyone and welcome to room 707. I'm Mrs. Tost, and in this video I'm going to go over just a couple of introductory things for you to understand. The big resource I'm going to be looking at is our 7th grade ELA syllabus. So if you want to reference anything while looking at this video, this would be the sheet to go to. So this year we've got 4 main focuses that we're going to be looking at in class: reading, writing, vocab, and grammar. So those are the really big focuses of class, obviously. In our new block scheduling, we're going to be doing everything through thematic units. And what that means is we're not necessarily going to have a reading lesson and then a writing lesson. Instead, we're going to be looking at the world and human nature through different themes. And in looking at each of those different themes, we're going to do some reading tasks, writing tasks, we're going to work in groups, we're going to maybe present or practice our speaking skills, and then also tackle that vocab and grammar as well. So some of the thematic units we'll be going over this year include monsters, utopias and dystopias, artificial intelligence, mob mentality, mythology at the end of the year. So we're going to be looking at some really interesting topics, and then through the lens of those topics, we're going to dig into some of the skills that we want to cover in our ELA class. One thing that I would like to cover with you right up front is how things will be graded in this course. We're going to have 2 different categories. So every assignment will be either, well, it could be ungraded, there'll be some of those, or it's going to be summative or formative. Think about it like this. Formative is like we're forming our skills, we're practicing our skills. So these are a lot of the in-class activities. If we're doing, worksheets leading up to a quiz, the worksheets would be more formative. We're practicing that skill, we're forming our ideas about that skill. This is going to be worth less for points because we haven't mastered it yet, we're just practicing. So our formative grading category, those grades are going to be worth 40% of our overall grades. Then we have what we'll call summative grades. Think of it like in math class, when we add things together and we sum it up. The summative is putting everything together. This is now you're proving to me that you understand certain concepts and you've mastered them. So this is going to be after we've practiced something, now you're showing me what you can do. So the summative category, these are going to be larger projects, essays, quizzes, things of that nature. That's going to be worth 60% of your grade. Every assignment in Schoology is also going to be labeled with a number at the very end. Those numbers are going to help you kind of understand what the priorities are. So if something's a number 1 priority, that means that it's super important. Those are going to be all of our summative assignments. So if you look at the name of an assignment in Schoology, if you see the number 1, you know it's important, you must get that one done, you want to do it well. A 2 would be a formative assignment or assessment. That would be one that is graded. We want to put the effort in, we want to make sure we get it done, but if we don't have so much time or we're kind of struggling to determine what to do next, the number 1 assignments are more important. A number 3 assignment is ungraded. It's just for practice or to build community or to introduce an idea. So the 3s are the less important of the different assignments that we will see. I also want to share with you some of the apps that you will want for this class. Some of them are pretty obvious. Notability and Schoology, if you've gone to Fairview, in 6th grade or 5th grade, you should have these apps and be familiar with them. For testing this year, we will be doing map testing, so you'll want the NWEA map app. I always found funny saying that, the map app. We will use DRC Insight for PSSA testing this year. And then I've got a few other apps listed here on the second page. You'll want to just look through those, make sure that you have those downloaded on your iPad. At the very bottom, I also list what a typical class period will look like. We will always begin the day with a bell ringer. This is typically where we'll get our grammar activities. So every day there's going to be a grammar lesson or grammar practice. Then we're going to jump into whatever our thematic unit is for the day. There might be a little teacher lesson, some group work, some independent work. We will be doing lots of conferences this year as necessary and as needed. And then vocabulary is going to kind of span every week. So every week you will have a vocabulary assignment. They're really short, really small assignments that are technically homework, but a lot of it you will be able to cover in downtime during class as well. One final reminder before I let you go. On the back page of the syllabus, there's a section here that says important parent information and signature. I've also included a link to this in Schoology, but I just want to make sure that all of the parents have looked over the syllabus and understand it. And it's also a place where I'm asking you for information about your student. So I want to know what they are interested in, what they love, what they fear, what their goals are in life, anything going on at home, and definitely your parent contact information. So make sure that you check out that link for me as well. And of course, if you guys have any questions, make sure you reach out and let me know. Have a good one.